Reminds me of a funny story about a bandsaw that thought it was something special. When a saw from Rosewood Studio came up for sale, Karen McBride quickly purchased it back when Rosewood Studio was preaching that Poitras bandsaws were God's gift to the woodworker. At least, that's what the owners used to tell their students. Karen was proud of that saw. It looked the part, heavy castings, big wheels, nice paint. It looked like it belonged in a fine furniture shop, but the confidence didn't last that long. Turns out the thing had been completely jerry-rigged. The bearings had spun and wallowed out the housings in the aluminum wheels, and no matter what you did, you couldn't quite get it to track right. It shook and squealed and fought back every adjustment like it was protesting against the idea of getting real work done. Now, as good as Canadian machinery can be, it's nowhere near the quality of English kit, and the Poitras proved it. Frustrated, Karen had me look at it. The poor thing had already been repaired, once with the wrong bearings, which didn't help. And after a quick inspection, I told her what she probably didn't want to hear. It was never going to be a great saw, and the bones just weren't there. So rather than throw more good money after bad, I walked her through what to actually look for in a proper bandsaw. And she was lucky enough to find a Thomas Robinson of Rothdale, their 24-inch model. That was the turning point. The difference between those two machines made the Poitras feel like a handheld jigsaw. The Robinson ran smooth, straight, and quiet. A saw built with real engineering intent. And the best part is, she picked that saw up for less than she sold the reputed Poitras for to the next delighted owner who had apparently heard the same rumors about the machine. The Poitras had bark and bluster. The Robinson had grace and authority. And today that Robinson is the centerpiece of her shop, and she still can't believe how capable a properly designed and tuned machine can be. So the moral of the story, never take advice from someone who doesn't know their machines, and never trust a school to guide you to the proper equipment. A good machine has good bones and tradition, and it just cuts. Thomas Robinson is probably one of the finest bandsaw manufacturers in the world. And in fact, they were a full-range equipment maker, Wadkin in the same league. And when you stand in front of either, you're looking at a machine built for longevity, precision, and respect for the craft, a tradition built on history and reputation. And the same goes for anybody working on the saw. You can see a lot of different nuances among people that operate saws, and ones like those in the old furniture shops up and down the East Coast make it look like poetry in motion. But if they all start telling you it's magic, that's the red flag. They probably don't know what they're talking about and have never experienced a machine so beautifully manufactured that cutting stock looks like child's play. And don't get me wrong, I don't suspect that kind of skill comes easy to too many people.